Hello everybody and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Last time, we finally got into the Cinnabar Island gym, challenged Blaine to a battle, and got ourselves the Volcano Badge in high hopes that we better have bird heels. I always love that line. And today, guys, we are going to be heading upwards through Route 21 back over to Pallet Town. But first, I'm going to get ahead into the Pokemart over here, because I want to see what we can now buy here now that I have 5 badges. Max potions I believe we've had since for a while. And it looks like that nothing else is really here. So I believe the Pokemon is now fully stocked up on everything that we need for our travels, which is very nice. I'm actually going to take the opportunity to buy some max potions here, because obviously I'm pretty much going to need them. Since now we're going up to our Pokemon having lots of HP. Specifically Roxanne, because, you know, Roxanne is so HP oriented. So is Taco. I mean, look at all their HP stats. They're insane now. It's honestly pretty crazy. But again, maybe I just invested too much into it, so I can take his just a little bit nicer than most. I mean, you know, yeah, Rhydon, who is a freaking physical tank with high attack and HP. Venusaur, who's kind of special defensive and wise. Golduck, who's just average in stats. Pinsir, who is a physical attacker too that can take physical hits pretty well, but has better speed than a Rhydon. You also have Rao, who is a speedy special wall. And Taco is just an all-arounder mostly. I'm probably going to go back to some other areas, just teaching some other moves, because Taco, I want him to be a mixed attacker. More so than ever, kind of like how I want Golduck to be the same way. Because all these moves are all special, honestly. So I would like to have some more variety. I'll probably get rid of Sparkly Swirl more than that, because I don't really need it for the most part. But I could save it as, you know, something else. Freeze or Frost I'm probably going to get rid of, because I'll have Ice Punch. But who knows. More so with Batty Bat. I probably want to get rid of that eventually. More so. I keep saying more so all the time. But, for the time being, we're going to head our ways on out to Route 21. Alright, let's get this trucking along here. Starting off with this item right up here, which is a Pipia. Boom. There is a TM that can be found on this route that would be very beneficial, speaking of moves that I want to teach. First and foremost, I'm actually going to put, I'll put Bob to the front, because he hasn't seen any action in a long time. So we'll go ahead and do that. Since there's usually not a whole lot of water for us to travel around here. Yeah, here we go. Right now, I'm in a triathlon meet. Are you now? Are you? Like, is there 3 people in here? Or something? I don't know. I'm not really so keen on triathlon or whatever. Slowbro, that's kind of an awkward one, but, you know, I'm pretty sure we can deal with it, especially when it can restore HP out the wazoo. You could have technically gone through Route 21 first to get to Cinnabar Island if you wanted to, the moment you've gotten Seaskim as well. But, you know, doesn't really matter here. But at least here I'm able to show you all the cool stuff that you can find around here. I'm probably not going to fight every single trainer here, but, you know, I probably should just to make sure all my Pokemon get experience and everything. And all the trainer levels around here are around the same level range as most of the Pokemon that you can actually find around here. Speaking of, Pokemon that can be found here are the same that you can find on Route 20 and 19 through surfing, with the exception of tall grass that can be found at the end of this route. Specifically on the other side of the fence of Pallet Town, more so specifically. But there is one Pokemon that I've never gone over that can be available to us on none other than Route 6. You know, that route between Saffron City and Vermilion City? Yeah, that one right there. That's actually Goldeen, and it's a Fall Form Seaking. Honestly, it's probably a good thing that we forget about these Pokemon. Goldeen is just kind of average, so is Seaking. They're supposed to be physical attackers all the way through, and in fact, fun fact, is that they were the original users of Waterfall. No other Pokemon in the original Red and Blue could learn Waterfall until it became an HM move in Generation 2, and then later on a TM. So that's kind of interesting. Does that make it good? Nah, not really. It's still kind of average all the way through. Average speed as well. If it has Swift Swim, then maybe, but honestly, there's also better Swift Swim uses in the main series as well. And the moves that it learns just aren't all that great. I mean, they're decent moves, but they're very few and far in between, so honestly, you're better off just forgetting about this Pokemon entirely. I actually almost completely forgot about this Pokemon even existing through catchy-ness things until I looked it up. So that's how forgettable I find Goldeen and Seeking half the time. Like I said, there are some what is that? Oh, it's another Tentacruel. Nice. I was thinking about catching it, but whatever. Can I actually, like, encounter you like this? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. Hey, don't disturb the water! Well, excuse me for surfing around here. Other surfers around here swimming around like crazy, and then you're just like, hey, don't do that. But it's just the natural flow of water, bro. Alright, so he wasn't really all that bad, but Rao did, I think it was Rao and Daisy not Rao and Daisy, Rao and Roxanne that got some levels. Just funny watching Magikarp do that, it's so funny. Waterstone here. Free Waterstone if that ever interests you at all. Who is that over there? I think that's another, oh no, it's a punk guy that's actually up over there. That Tentacruel over there just really wants to get me. You know, Mr. Fisherman, instead of fighting me, you could go ahead and try to catch that Tentacruel if that ever interests you. Oh, you've already got a Tentacruel too. Well, maybe you're just trying to get yourself a huge, like, team of Tentacruels. You ever thought about that, buddy? Huh? No, didn't think so. I didn't think so, Paleo. I have no idea where I got that tangent out of my belt whatsoever. And it's funny that I say belt because I'm not even wearing a belt. I'm wearing loose pants while recording this. Hell, I'm still in my nighttime jammies while watching this because it's a Sunday morning. Well, okay, kind of sort of Sunday afternoon because it's 12:30 that I'm recording this, but whatever. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to do here. Hey, you took that Buzzy Buzz pretty well, especially in my formal attire, which you probably saw last episode that I actually changed my attire. Just because I was getting tired of the police outfit, so I retired that attire and got into this formal one. Because honestly, the formal attire is probably my favorite attire. I keep saying that a lot. But it's still my favorite one. Though I did keep the Eevee bag, because it's so adorable. I love it. And with that, Taco is at level 52. Yeah, we're rolling in levels here. Maybe it's not such a bad thing that I, stop with levels, but whatever. I'm still going to keep on going with it. Let's go into Juggernaut. Juggernaut hasn't seen any nice action lately. So let's do that, eh? It says. Or he says. Sorry. Okay, so you're part Psychic type, which means it's going to be an Exizor. Whoa, Hydro Pump! I wonder if you can take that from a Starmie. Whoa, man, that, even though I'm higher level, that still did quite a bit of damage. Especially me having quite a bit of HP. Man, that was actually kind of scary, not gonna lie. But hey, Juggernaut's level 49, perfect. I think Superpower was also the last move that Juggernaut was able to learn through level up, if I'm not mistaken. So this is pretty much going to be its final moveset for the time being. Might change it later, but honestly this moveset is very solid. I don't think I'm going to be changing it for quite some time. There is a trainer over there and I didn't even see it? Good lord. Diver down, this person says. I'm actually going to go ahead and switch the party around a little bit. Just because Bob is running off PP for Mega Drain. So, yeah. I'm also going to go ahead and give Pinsir a bit of a healing bit right here. Hyper Potion. Gladly do that. Yummy. And I'm hearing stuff outside. I don't even know what that kind of sound effects are that's going on around there. So we're just gonna, like, not pay attention to it. What's wrong with me swimming? Nothing. You don't have to swim if you don't want to, or whatever. Or maybe they just aren't accepting you to swim or whatever. I'm actually not sure what the case is here, and I just hit my microphone. I'm sorry if you actually heard that. I just hit the phone part. Eradicate, you could easily go down with a brick attack. Or no, you can go ahead and use Sucker Punch. That's also something there. Like, that would do anything to me, considering the fact you're level 42 and I'm level 49. So, yeah. And it's gonna be a while before I become level 50. Onyx! Oh, okay, that's kind of a sort of threat. Just be on the safe side, we'll go to Daisy. Just to be safe. Look at you looking oh so happy and smug about this. You think I wanted this? You think I wanted to do this to you? Well, actually, I kind of would, because, you know, it's fun to do that. Aren't I a nice person? I'm so nice. Down you go. Nice. It says. And beat Martin. Wow, what a cheap shot. What does that have to do with swimming? I don't understand. Why does that have anything to do with swimming? I look like what? A sudden inner tube? Get lost. I didn't even say that to you, my guy. What are you even on? These people can be so weird sometimes. Let's see here. What do you got, lady? Hey, are you going to Cinnabar Island by any chance? I already went there. I'm bored. Is it okay if I coach you a bit? Sure, why not? My Pokemon will be super serious. Alright, bring it on. I still haven't found that the TM that I'm looking for, and I'm probably wondering if this lady will actually give it to me. And the TM that I'm looking for is kind of relevant to the move that Macho can actually utilize, so I don't know, maybe that's something. Go ahead and use Swords Dance since I could take a hit pretty decently well. But then again, I'm focusing more on defense and less on attack. Alright, well, there's Ice Punch right there, so I knew it would be using something along those lines. Brick Break. Let's see what that does. I did a decent amount, but you're also doing a decent amount too, despite you being just a simple mock joke. But I did more damage. That's for show. Alright, the Machoke goes down. Jinx. You're Psychic type, so yeah, we'll switch. No, not switch, just stay in. And just use a powerful X-Geyser attack. X-Geyser. And your defenses are absolutely craptastic. Well, your physical defense, your special defense is actually pretty good, so I'll give you that. But your physical defense isn't that great. And Kangaskhan is the last one. So all these Pokemon are able to learn specific moves. I'm pretty sure that this coach trainer is going to give me the TM that I've actually been looking for. Let's see if I'm actually right about this. Oh, Kangaskhan stays alive. Stand alive, stand alive. Dizzy Punch is kind of a move you want to watch out for sometimes, because that's a move that has a chance of confusing, and it does decent damage. Sorry about that, I was just taking a bit of a drink. Seriously strong, so sick! I got 4,500 from that, nice! You're pretty good, I'm gonna give you a little present. There it is! TM35 Ice Punch. That has that move, Ice Punch. It's like super effective against Dragon type and Grass type Pokemon. Exactly. Oh, that's all you gotta say about me? Or about that? Okay, fine, sure, whatever. So Ice Punch is a very nice move, and it's one of my favorite punching moves. Actually, no, it's probably my favorite of the punches. So let's see. We don't even have Fire Punch yet, and that's gonna be a long time before we even get at that, I think. Ice Punch can be learned by both Roxanne and Daisy, but I'm actually gonna give it to Daisy instead. Since Juggernaut's good at using Brick Break, and Golduck can use the ice moves, so you might as well go ahead and give it that. especially when it has a good focus on attack. So I might as well do that. Because if I'm not mistaken, if I go into my party, I check its stats a little bit, or her stats, sorry. Yeah, it's focusing more on attack and less on speed. That's why its attacking stats are pretty well-rounded there. So, yeah, Golduck's turning into very reliable mixed attackers. So, I can easily rely on Golduck if I wanted to. So I think I made a good decision. You know, there was actually going to be a time where I was actually going to say no on Golduck anymore and switch it over to getting a Staryu and training up to become a Starmie and having it be able to use Psychic and all those other cool moves. Not have to always constantly rely on Eevee for like Buzzy Buzz and all that. But you know what? I'm kind of happy that I kept my decision because I actually quite am enjoying using Golduck. And I'm quite happy that it has a brave nature. It doesn't need to be super fast or anything, it just has to be reliable. Its bulk is decent as well. But hey, we're back at the ends of Route 21 here. And when did you know it, there's actually a whopping 3 new Pokemon that can be found here on this route, which is funny enough. So how's about we go over them? Only in Pikachu version, you can find Vileplume, as I like to call it like that. Like I said, Vileplume is a very reliable, bulky grass-type attacker that, you know, you've just got Sludge Bomb, so it has that as an attack, as well as the Mega Drain TM as well. Dazzling Gleam is also a pretty viable option as well, and of course, being able to use Sleep Powder and all those other powder moves is another viable exception for it too. So if that's something that interests you, I might as well do that. Just know is that that's pretty much going to be the only moves that you have on it right now. Because, you know, it's a Stone Evolution Pokemon, so it's not going to be learning a lot of moves, so keep that in mind. And for Eevee version, we've got Victory Bell. Like I said, a nice solid mixed attacker if that's something that interests you. It's got access to moves like Power Whip if that interests you, as well as other moves that we could possibly teach it later on. It's still a little ways from being able to learn Poison Jab, but I'm pretty sure you can also teach it that through level up naturally, I think, so that's probably something there. Like I said, not a bad Pokemon whatsoever, and it's probably one of my favorite of the two, personally. Not to say that Vileplume is bad, it's just that I personally like Victory Bell a little bit better. But as for the one new Pokemon you can actually find over here, aside from Evolved Pokemon, we've got Tangela, the original pure Grass-type Pokemon, and it's really not all that spectacular. Don't get me wrong, its stats are alright. It's good at taking physical hits and does decent special damage. But honestly, you're better off with sub-type of the grass type with a secondary type, like the other ones that we just mentioned. Heck, even Ivysaur as well. It's not bad. It can use the pattern moves as well, sure, as well as other grass type moves you could possibly teach it. It's just not overly outstanding, and honestly, the other grass types that we've had up to this point are going to be performing a lot better and have better type coverage. It's such a shame that Tangrowth just isn't available to it in this game, otherwise I would classify it as good. Other than that, it's there if you want it, just not my personal style. As for that being said, we've now made it back over here into Palatown. Surf's up, yo, I'm back home. Chaha, totally, dude. Hey lady, what do you gotta say? I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they'll be able to protect me. Well, my Pokemon are all super strong and buff, and I'm gonna show my mom. Hey mom, look at my cool shit. Why, look at you, Charlie. I think you need a little rest. Oh, hey, I can always use that for PP restoration on Mega Drain, so I greatly appreciate that. Also, I like how these pot plants look like autos. I think that's what they're going for this whole entire time, wouldn't you think? Looks like my room is still nice and neat and clean and everything. Aw, it's so nice. I like it. I like it this way. It's so very nice. And tidy, too! While we're here, we might as well go ahead and check out Professor Oak and see how he's doing. Because I don't know if anything happens here quite yet. I know something does, but not for a while. Ah, good to see you. And how is your Pokedex coming along? Here, let me take a look. The current progress on your Pokedex is 133 Pokemon seen and 74 Pokemon caught. And Professor Oak's judgment is Very good. You can find water-type Pokemon in rivers and in the ocean, so use Sea Skim if you want to catch them. Yes, indeedy. That's what I've been doing sometimes. And no, whatnot. Getting the Pokedex in this game actually isn't that bad, considering the fact you gain experience points from catching Pokemon, and quite a bit actually. So, hey, there is some good rewards in that. But for the time being, I think it's about time that we end things off here for right now, alright? So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, we are going to be heading back over to Viridian City and take on the final gym of the game, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys here next time for more Let's Go Eevee. Bye!